Come on in. Come on in. Hey, hey, hey. Spitting fire. Hey, how you doing? All right, solo. Hey, hey, hey. Little Dot. They said, Mom, how you doing? I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. For a little ride. Got to go take a few things back. I just wanted to get on this Boston. Hey, out here in these streets for a minute. My intention was to go live yesterday, but there was a lot going on, so I just decided to cancel my live. Nobody's fool. Hey, I decided to cancel my live and just yeah, keep it pushing. Mahogany, hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Which I'm glad I did, cause I actually was able to see some things. Sometimes you just have to sit back. You got to sit back and watch. I'm sorry, all right. So I was planning on it, but these streets were busy last night. They were busy, 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 busy. So you had to get in where you fit in. Oh, they selling Gatorade. Okay. So right, 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 right. You digging me? Hey, hey. Daryl, what up, South Cack? um, oh, that joker's switching. He switched harder than me. Bless his heart. But it's. I've been getting me a little rest, for the last few days, and taking care of some stuff. Just taking care of some stuff with my family. It is what it is. And Mahogany, you from South Carolina too? Let me find out. South Cat, baby. Woman of God. Diantha, hey. I said my sorrows, yeah. um, thank you, I ride solo. So I'm just sitting back, chilling, watching all the things going on. And I'm seeing this is like the season of exposure. um, you own it, Diantha. You own it. Yes, it's always good when we got another Delta in the building. Yes, yes, yes. Say that. Say that. Um, but it seems like it's the season of exposure. Everybody wanting to expose somebody or something, you know. And now I'm watching this stuff with hey Miss Pat, how you doing? How you doing? I'm watching this stuff with Miss Wright. Miss Jaguar Wright. I'm gonna start with her first because she's doing the most, exposing. She's doing the most exposing. Can I get that ooh up in here? But yeah, she's doing the most exposing right now. And I've been watching different videos and things like that and listening to what people were saying, listening to what they got to say, read them what they have to say. And I see that a lot of people are capitalizing that a lot of people are capitalizing. Sorry, y'all. I should not even be buffering right now, but they're enjoying the exposing that she's doing. But I kind of got an issue with that. I got an issue with that. Um, because I do think that there are some issues that are there that need to be addressed. And I did watch something last night where she talked about hold up, where she had become an alcoholic and that she was popping perks with alcohol and doing some other stuff. That's a problem. That's a problem. Um, I wasn't familiar with her until all this stuff came out. And I see that, all the bloggers, I'm seeing it. I mean, they're getting all these views and stuff for playing her exposed. The only thing is, if, if, if you are familiar, if you are familiar enough with the situation to expose someone else, if you are familiar enough with the situation to expose someone else, then that means that you also have to be careful about putting things about yourself out there. Now, listen to what I'm saying now. See, that exposure can backfire because when I was looking through things and looking at everything that she has going on, she has some new music that's coming out. She said she's going to release an EP. Um, so where's this thing taking me? I'm just sitting there and I'm looking and I'm like, so you're trying to release some music, so I'm guessing that this has a lot to do with why you are exposing all these people. But the same people that you are calling devils and saying that they were doing all this stuff out here, these are the same people that you're trying to get back in bed with. And the way that, that she goes about exposing people, that's the issue that I have. If you know some truth that's going to help benefit somebody else, I get everybody got the right to do whatever they want to do. But people say she's speaking her truth. I think she's being a little malicious. That's just my thing. There's a way to go about doing everything. And so I watched her. I watched yesterday. I don't know if the live was from yesterday. I was watching it yesterday, and she was talking trash about Foxy Brown and talking trash and picking at her about being deaf, and she was calling her deaf and a mute, and and, and all this other stuff. And I mean, she was on a roll while she's at a fast food restaurant ordering food and talking trash about this woman not being able to hear, and now you're calling her a mute too, and I mean she's all kind of holes and all this stuff, and you're just exposing her for filth, just as nasty as you want to be. And then when you try to pay for your food, your card declines. Hmm. While you're on the live. And not only does that card decline, you go and give them another card and all of your cards decline. And so you start with this thing. Well, I don't keep up with my money. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't keep up with my money like that. I make money. I don't keep up with money. So I'm just sitting here. What is this? Y'all, hold on one second. Hold on. It's taking me. I had to see where this thing was taking me. Um, But I'm just sitting here and you talk about all these people. See, this is how stuff works. When you are ugly and you just coming at people all crazy, and because these people are minding their business. If something happened with them in the past, that's in the past. If you got something to say, go holler at those people. You going and putting everybody's stuff out. Now, if somebody goes, because she admits that she was a bad person. She said she was really bad in the past. But yet, she's taking her time, getting pride. And one of the things I know when I watched her, she was high. I know she was. Now people can get mad with me, but this is what I do. I know she was high, and she was speaking of something about her son dying. What I see is hurt, and people are glorifying all the stuff that she's doing. But when you are spending your time exposing other people, you got to make sure that your closets and your cabinets are clean. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's where I say this is where that exposure backfires on your behind. This is where it backfires. Right here. This is the backfire. So this is when exposing goes wrong. Right? So I look at that and I compare it to the other stuff that's been going on out here in these streets too. All of this exposing. And even in these YouTube streets out here, we wrong. All of this exposing is resulting in charges and different things of that nature. So you have to make sure that whatever you are dead set on exposing, you need to make sure that it's going to be worth the consequences of it all. So, we just, yeah, Mary J, Jill Scott, Eric Badu, Diddy, Jay Z, everybody that she can think of, like she had something to say, and it's like a lot of hate behind it. That's what I see. I see a lot of hate behind it, and I think that there's an issue because they went further than she went. Um, right, little Dottie, you talk what you know, and even with that, if you do know, unless it's something that affects you, directly, unless it's something that, like, what's the purpose? That's what I'm saying. What's the purpose? And what you're doing is you're going to say later that people are blackballing you because she said she was blackballed in the industry, which could be true. This could be true. But when you see people's actions, and if she's saying that she was worse then, when I look at how she handles stuff now, I'm like, ugh. Or there's no telling what could possibly happen now with you doing all this stuff because people that are about business, that are really about business, they don't do messy. They don't do messiness. And when they see that from the beginning, they're not trying to welcome that mess into their circle, welcome that mess into their space. And that's what I'm seeing out here. That's what I am seeing. Now, someone sent me hey, hey Ruby, y'all forgive me. I'm trying to make sure I listen to my GPS too. Um, I'm sitting here and somebody sends me something, and I have to decide: am I gonna open this? Not gonna open it, like whatever. But I know that I have an open case right now, and I know that my name should not be coming up anywhere in a particular spot. Let me be more specific with that. So I hear something, and my name, I know my name is mentioned like 20 times, and I don't know what the purpose of whatever the person was. I don't know what their purpose. Um, Maybe they were trying to expose someone else. I don't know. But again, we talk about when exposing goes wrong. Now, if you have something that I don't even know, because I don't want to get into the mess. I don't want to get into the mess. But when I heard the conversation, I'm sitting here and I'm like, what? Wait a minute. Hold on. What was it? Rogers did what? understand I don't even understand why the stuff. I can be slow sometimes. Let me say that I can be slow sometimes. I didn't get it. I didn't get it, and I didn't listen to the whole thing because I just can't. I can't. But I just kept hearing Rogers, and Rogers did this, and Rogers did that, and Rogers and Rogers, and Rogers and the sisters, and Rogers and Rogers and Rogers. And I'm like, now you know good and darn well what those people told you. So what I had to go and do today was go and do a supplement. I had to go and do a supplement to the original. Because, again, people are trying to get people riled up, against you and stuff so that they may react. But I'm sitting here and I'm like, what? What is with you? Like, why? Why? What? When? Where? How? Like, all this stuff. Um, and I, I can't get mad because I'm at the point where I don't really expect better. But I would think that when you see that people aren't playing with you, that you would kind of, I don't know. So what I can do is, based on what I heard, I can give you a few truths. I can give you a few lies. Because believe it or not, I heard a couple of truths on there. Now, one of the things that I heard on there that was true, and you guys had been lied to before, one of the things was I told you that there was a cease and desist. You guys were told that there wasn't a cease and desist, that one was never issued. That's what you were told. I was lying. I was a liar. I told you before that I went to the police to press charges. You guys were under the assumption that because you didn't see anything happen, that it didn't happen. Again. So, yes, there was some truth to that. True story. True story. Did other people go and press charges? Yes. True story. See, I don't have any problem letting you know what the truth is. When I hear the truth, I can let you know what the truth is. I can definitely let you know what the truth is. Let me see what else. Um, Rogers, that's my name, so that was true. I give credit for that. Okay. Um, Now let's go into the lies because I can't think of nothing else that was true. The lies. Listen to me and listen to me carefully. At no point, first of all, let me take that back. A while ago, something was said about somebody claiming that they had information about somebody that was close to this guy that they could use that could possibly hurt him. I spoke about it, and then I let it go. It was actually mentioned on that call that was played live for everybody to hear. It was played. Whether or not people caught it, I don't know. But it was played. So when I tell you that you have never heard this Rogers, this Doc ever tell you a lie, ever. Now, the person that was mentioned, you guys are familiar with the person. I won't say the person's name because if you didn't see the lie, then I don't want to put the attention back on it. But the person that was mentioned, this person was literally on her deathbed, right? Why, number one, would you put that person's name out there for anything, knowing what his relationship is to this person that you are so close to? That's the first thing. Second thing is, why would you say something that was incriminating that would also tie him? You know what? Let me leave that. Just leave that alone. Why are you? Another truth. She does have to take a lot of medicine. Let me say that. She has to take a lot of medicine. I'll give that. What is not true? I haven't paid a dime for anybody's medicine. ever, except for my own. I have to buy enough for myself. Now, don't get me wrong. If she needed it, I would gladly get her medicine for her. Believe that. Gladly. But what was not said and what is baffling me is the person that usually gets her medicine is the person that you speak and say is your mentor. That's who pays for her stuff. That's who helps out with her stuff. So why would you even put her in anything? Especially knowing that she is I'm just saying. She's getting better. She's getting better. Miss Fat, Miss Fat, Miss Fat. You know who it is. So I'm just saying, and y'all guys know I don't do the messiness stuff. But if you're gonna play something, and when I hear you blatantly lying on me, that's why I'm not mad. I'm like, did you really sit there for all that time just lying? Like for no reason. You just and right. And none of this stuff was going together. Like this didn't go with this, that didn't go with. Like none of it went together. And then Rogers and the sister, they the ones that turned Kip against me. What? When we start talking to Kip, bruh, you and your mouth turned that dude against you. I don't even know what happened. What we do that at? Like really? Now as we go back down this road, even when some stuff happened, the last time we were in Chicago and I told y'all some stuff that happened, bathroom talk, different things that happened, I told y'all some stuff that was said, and I was called a liar on that. But slowly y'all see, as things start to come out, again, you have never heard me tell you a lie. Anything that I said to you from the beginning, even though people did not like me because of what was put in their head, I told you the truth from the beginning because I never had a reason to lie. I'm not invested in this. I had a job to do. But when I hear people sitting on there and just lying like that and how worked up they get about this guy, that is scary. That is really scary to me. To see somebody go to these lengths, even willing to go to jail for this guy and just making up lies. Just making up stuff. One of the things that was told to y'all a long time ago was that Brian Nix didn't exist. There was nobody by that name, right? That person didn't exist. But now all of a sudden he does exist. He does. And now you sitting up there and you gonna put him in it talking about he this person lawyer and that person lawyer and that this man told him not don't effing come up here no more and don't write. Why are you lying? Why? I don't. I'm beyond all the like. Why? You don't have to lie. You don't have to lie. Remember, you got mad with me because I wouldn't introduce you to him. Remember? Because he didn't want to meet you because you had lied on him because you were talking about him and he didn't know you. That's what it was. Period. Point blank. You know, my name got put in all this other stuff, and you can continue to put my name in whatever. I'm not going to go back and forth with you, but I am going to tell the truth. So help me God. I'm going to tell the truth. All you got to to do is let stuff go. Go and do whatever you need to do. You do not have to keep lying on people. You don't have to keep lying on yourself. Because it's bad enough to lie on other people, but you lie about yourself too. Just stop. No hard feelings with me. It is what it is. I'm not angry. I ain't not trying to take no shots at anybody. I do my paperwork and I go about my business. And however it falls is how it falls. That's it. That's all. But do know that Henry County was contacted again today. Because you know that there is an order of protection that I have against you. And you are still harassing me. Those are facts. Not a shot. Straight facts. So at this point, whoever can come after me, we even got the people that you have on your channel threatening me. Somebody said they're supposed to beat Greaseface up. Whatever. Whatever. You need to stop. Your life got to mean more to you than this. Has to be. I have never come at you foul, ever. Even when I should have came at you foul, even when you deserved it, I never came at you foul. I've been straight up with you from the beginning. When I thought you were lying, I told you were lying. Period. That's it. That's all. And you took all of your time and all of your energy into trying to turn all these people against me, and that's fine. Because they don't know me at the end of the day. They don't. And I'm going to live regardless. But hopefully by now, people have been paying attention and they see that they cannot come and tell you one lie that I have told them from the beginning. You have not seen me trying to insert myself into any situation. I stay out the way. Anytime I am inserted or anytime my name comes up, it's because somebody else brings my name up. This is where my name comes in at. Y'all make me relevant. I ain't asked one day to be relevant. I came on here to do my thing. I had a job to do with the family. That was done. Now what? Now what? All this exposing and stuff, we could have did the exposure thing a long time ago. That's not what I chose to do. And I'm not going to do it. But as far as you sitting up here, and I didn't hear the whole conversation, but I heard enough. I heard enough. And you sitting up here trying to tie everybody to this person and that person, you're the only one that knows all these people. You are the only one that is connected to all these people. Dr. Rogers ain't running nobody down. Dr. Rogers ain't trying to call nobody. Dr. Rogers ain't trying to find nobody. Dr. Rogers ain't texting nobody. Dr. Rogers ain't doing none of that. Because this stuff don't have nothing to do with me. Period. Point blank. I mind the business that pays me. That's it. So I don't know what it is going to take. But like I told you the last time, I'm the one that kept them off you the last time. I spared you so that it wouldn't hurt the person that you called your mentor. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not. I'm not. I'm done. I'm done. And I cannot be concerned about who gets crossed up in this in the process because you're not concerned. That's just where I'm at. That's where I'm at. So whatever you feel you need to do after this, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. And this video will be labeled so that when they look at it, they'll see exactly which video it is, just like they see every one of your channels and every one that you made up to try to dodge this one and remember they had this one down. And you can't dodge that. You need to stop playing with people. You really need to stop playing with people. Stop playing with your livelihood. Stop. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's really not. It's not. So say whatever else you need to say or whatever you feel you need to say. But just know that I'm not trying to cover up anything. Everything that you say can and will be used against you. Know that. The games are over. No threats, no promises. I'm just telling you the games are over. You can continue doing that with other people. You keep doing that. But all these people that you got on here saying that they'll do whatever to grease face or whatever, you better tell them to check my jacket. They got the right one. I promise you they got the right one. Don't let this cute face fool you. Yeah, I said cute. Don't let it fool you. I told you I do this in real life. So don't let it fool you. I don't go around threatening people. Never have, never will. What's the point in it? What's the point? What's the point? And the same way that you inserted yourself into this conversation that took place last night that had nothing to do with you, I'm pretty sure you'll find your way in this one because I'm not calling any names, but you know what you did. You know exactly what you did. And I'm pretty sure that you know that there's going to be an issue or that there is an issue. You done heard from her son before. That's all I'm going to say. And we're going to leave it there. We are going to leave it there. Oh, Denise, you can have it. You can have it. We're going to leave it there. Leave people's families alone. Leave people's families alone. It's simple. Leave people's families alone. Leave people alone. You keep saying this the last time. This the last time. This done been the last time 100 times. And then act like people are coming after you. Nobody's coming after you. Nobody's coming for you. You put yourself in situations. You put yourself there. Nobody else brings your chair to the table. You bring your own chair to the table and pull up. That's it. It's time to grow up. It's time to grow up. And the people that are pushing this stuff up, hey, Michelle, how you doing? The people that are pushing this stuff up and constantly watching you self-destruct, you need to check your circle. Like, for real, you need to check your circle. Because if these people sitting around here and they're not checking you on this mess, these people don't care nothing about you. Know that. Know that. Now, I was told that you were doing this stuff because let me take that back because we ain't exposing. I know that you're doing this and that you got involved in this stuff to help with your career. Right? So why don't you focus on that? Because the stuff that you're doing is not helping your career. You're blackballing yourself. And that's the reason why I brought up this other lady, because you don't realize the damage that you're doing to yourself. And then you're going to blame it on other people. I remember last year you said that you weren't getting gigs, that you were getting blackballed because you supported your mentor. No, you were getting blackballed because of your own action that you refused to accept responsibility for. Now, that's real talk. And this isn't me being ugly. This is the same Dr. Rogers that you met last year. I was real with you then. I'm going to be real with you now. You can call me whatever you decide to call me. But that don't change nothing about me, and it don't change the truth. The truth is what it is. So instead of going around lying and making up stories on people, and I mean make up stuff. Make up stuff. Do this. The same recording that you played trying to expose somebody last night, I don't know what you exposed. I'm still trying to figure that out. But the same conversation that you played last night trying to expose somebody else, I want you to go and listen to yourself on that darn recording and see how crazy you sound. I want you to see, because you were straight rambling and you were all over the place. You were rambling. That's a mental health term. You were rambling. You need to go check that out. Really go listen to it. Go listen to yourself and see what you sound like. Because that's going to let you see how you sound to other people. Just how crazy that sounds. And then Don Russell, and Rogers, and then Don Russell, and Rogers, and then Rogers, and then Rogers, and then let me bring this together. Don Russell, and then Brian Nix, and they did that, and then Kip. Everybody's been watching what's happening, and then anybody that believes that, they are lying to themselves, because they see is everything unfolded in front of everybody's face, and anybody that's still sitting there believing whatever you selling, then they are delusional as well, because they literally saw everything that happened in their face. Now, anybody with common sense knows that me nor anyone else had anything to do with what happened with you and Kip. That was your mouth. That was your mouth. Those were your actions that broke up that friendship. We ain't got nothing to do with that dude. He don't have nothing to do with us. Nothing. Your mentors, people that don't fool with you, that don't have nothing to do with us. That's all you. That's all you. You said, oh, whenever they called her, and they always saying, don't mess with such and such, and don't mess with such and such. Well, it must not have mattered, because you surely didn't take heed. You didn't. And so somebody feel like they got to follow behind me because they feel obligated because I bought them some medicine. Surely you can't believe that, because somebody done gave you a whole car and you didn't feel that you were supposed to be loyal to them. So I know you don't think somebody's going to be loyal to me just because you claim I paid for some medicine. How much sense does that make? How much? But do believe, if she called me today, just like anybody else, if they called me and they needed their medicine and I could help them, I'd do it all day. I would do it all day. So you got to come better with that one. Because all you did was let people know, oh, yeah, she'll help somebody. Only thing is, I wish you were telling the truth about this one. Just saying. I don't know. One fact that remains, one fact that is true in this whole situation is that everything from the very beginning, everyone that you have come in contact with that was about something, you ruined those relationships because you were being messy and because you were jealous of people's relationships. You were jealous of other people. That was you. That was you. And everybody had to coddle you, and everybody had to take up for you, and everybody, oh, well, look over him, and everybody, we pulling you to the side, having side conversations, and then the minute something doesn't go the way that you want it to go, then all hell breaks loose, and we're all public enemy number one. The same people that were taking up for you when you were doing all this mess in the beginning. So you go and you put all these lies out. This person sleeping with this person. This person sleeping with that person. I done slept with the Bass. I done been a dyke. Then I done slept with Greenberg. Like, what the flip y'all got going on? I said it before. I'm going to say it again. Pick a struggle. Pick a struggle. I must be one bad chick. For real, for real. Accept responsibility for your actions. Accept responsibility for your actions. I didn't go to Chicago. Whoever Universal Law is, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't go to Chicago. Everything that happened, I tried to deal with you offline. You brought. He ain't tipped me. He ain't give me nothing. Shoot, our relationship was so deep, I don't even think he know about it. I'm just saying. So I'm just sitting on here and I'm like, cut it out. Just cut it out. The same thing that you did with me and Phases and had everybody coming at us because you were doing all this lying and trying to make things fit, then you turn around and the next group that had your back, you did the same thing to them. You did it to him too. Then the next group that came around, you did the same thing to them. At some point, people have to realize the pattern. At some point, everybody didn't do you wrong. Just like you let somebody get you all upset because I didn't give you enough credit for helping or being there when the sisters met, whatever. I don't have to keep giving you credit for something. I gave it to you 1, 2, 3 times. I don't have to keep singing your praises. I don't. You don't see me going around trying to take credit for everything that's going on. No. You got your kudos. Let it pass. Let the force pass. Good God. Just let it pass. So that's the thing. That's what always happens. The entire time I'm getting, dude. And you know, it doesn't matter what you tell these people on here. I stepped to you. I pulled up on you. Remember? Face to face and asked you what issue you had with me, and you denied having one, even though I had just saw conversations of all these things that you were saying about me, and you denied it. And we're face to face. So all this other stuff, all this bullying and all this stuff, dude, you should know me enough. I ain't scared of you or nobody on your page. Let me be clear on that. Let me be clear. Really clear. But all the extra stuff is not called for. It's so, hey, Paul, it's so uncalled for. Like, I mean, it's, at some point, you could have been one of the strongest voices out here for this cause. You could have been. You could have been. But because all of this other stuff has come into play, all this other stuff, because you had a lot of people backing you from the beginning. You had a lot of people believing you in the beginning. You had a lot of people believing in you in the beginning. You messed that up. Dr. Rogers didn't mess it up. The sisters didn't mess it up. No attorney met you. You did that single-handedly. You did that. Because you wanted your name in lights. You wanted your name to be at the head of everything. And nobody, people let you, look, have at it. But it still wasn't enough. It still wasn't enough. You calling this person to turn this person against this one. You calling this one. You talking about this person trying to turn people against. Like that was the thing. That was the thing. So ultimately, I know that you're saying, oh, I need some lotion on my elbows. I know that you're saying, or you have said before, I don't F with these people, and I don't do this, and I don't do that. And I told you that I don't fool with you either. And when I don't fool with you, I don't fool with you. So at the end of the day, then we should be able to let bygones be bygones and mutually don't F with each other. Right? That's what I thought we were doing. Mutually don't F with each other. You burned all those bridges. All of them. You burned every single one of them. And I'm going to say this. You had some bona fide people backing you. Those women that you had backing you, those women would, oh my God, they have been and would have continued to go to war for you with anybody that would have went to war for you. And you jacked that up. You jacked that up. Again, single-handedly. And the main one, and I'm going to say it, the main one, because I know that Sylvia didn't like me and she apologized, and I accept her apology full-heartedly because I never had an issue with her. You were the issue. But you had this woman not liking me, and we never had a conversation because of the mess that you were saying behind the scenes while you were smiling in my face. No, you're not. So this is the only thing that I'm saying. You went and you badmouthed that woman, and you even disrespected her daughter. And these people have taken up for you. Now, the mere fact, and it's none of my business, but I'm going to speak on it since you felt the need to put this thing, and it's Rogers, like whatever. The mere fact that anybody would trust another person enough to give, loan, let them borrow, lease, whatever, a whole vehicle, and trust that you're going to do the right thing. I know that that woman loved you like a son. This I know, and I didn't even talk to her. I could tell from her actions. And this is what you do. Like she had to do that for you, like her husband. Because if her husband did it, she did it. See, that's what people are missing. Because I see people saying, well, that's not her, that's her husband. If her husband did it, she did it. Because her husband knows you through her. So to go and be disrespectful and say all this stuff, see, that's where you cut your blessings off. That's why things aren't working the way that you want them to work. Because you are completely disrespectful and ungrateful. For all the people that have ever done anything nice to you, for people that have tried to have your back, for people that have sat there and took knives in the back there. I mean, took all kind of beat down, bumps, bruises, all kind of stuff for you. And this is how you repay them. That's why things will continue going the way they are going, because you are blocking your own blessing. That's it. were talking about this person over here. Oh, he asking people to do this and asking people to do that. Well, here's the thing. Like, really. The same way that you say it's nobody's responsibility to try to help somebody get into a place, didn't you ask for assistance to get into another place? Aren't you asking assistance to help with a car? And what is baffling me is that people don't realize. What people don't realize is it doesn't matter if they give you $2,000 or $3,000. If your credit ain't right, all they're doing is giving you some more money to go blow on something, and you're still not going to have another vehicle. And you're not going to have it because of your own actions. Me and you the same age, bruh. No matter how much you lie about your age, we are the same age. There's no reason why you should be running around here robbing Peter to pay Paul. And sometimes Paul don't even get paid. If this is about loyalty and that woman has been loyal to you all that time, and you saying that you don't F with her, you don't went and try to tell her husband all this stuff, then why in the world did you even feel that you should have their vehicle? Like, that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't. Because if you were doing right, if you were doing people right, somebody probably, you could have messed around and somebody probably would have gave you a car. That's how blessings work. That's how blessings work. You don't have to go and get stuff in other people's names and get people to vouch for you or go stay with other people. You don't have to do that. Number one, you're too old for that. Too old. But number two, these are the circumstances and the situations that you put yourself in because you refuse to do the right thing. God don't bless mess. And the mere fact that you talked about church, and I know that you were in the church a lot. I know that you were playing the drums in church. I know that you have some attachment to the church, so I know you know better. And when you know better, you do better. But when you sit here and you play around with people, especially when you're playing with God's children, you better know that nothing good is coming your way. That's the truth. Nothing good is coming your way as long as you keep this foolishness up. That's law. Nothing. You're going to have to keep going from place to place. You're going to have to keep wondering whether or not the repo man is on you. You're going to keep this stuff going. You're going to keep it going. And I'm not saying this to be spiteful. So do your videos or whatever you think you need to do, but best believe they're going to Henry County Sheriff's Department. Know that. I'm not coming after you. Like I said, this is the same Rogers that I was from the beginning. The same Rogers that you asked to be your advisor because you knew I was going to tell you the truth. This is the same Rogers. Now, I'm going to tell you the stuff that the people around you that act like they care for you won't tell you. Cut the mess out. Cut it out. You don't have to do all this. Stop threatening people. I've talked to a lot of your people, and every one of them told me that you won't bust a grape at a fruit fight. They told me. They told me. You have no idea. Leave people alone. You say that you got a brand, build your own brand. Build your own brand. Work on that. You have roles and all this stuff that's coming out. Instead of you sitting up here running and darn threatening other people, why aren't you out there promoting your own stuff? Now you make that make sense. Instead of you showing people what you got going on, yeah, you might show one little clip, But you spending all your time trying to show recordings and stuff. And you know people in the industry, if they feel like they can't trust you, they not fooling with you. And if they got to worry about you recording every conversation, ain't nobody rocking with you. So you damaging your own brand. You're doing that. Nobody else. You can't blame it on anybody else. I'm sure you will. But the fact of the matter is, if people are being honest, and it's time for somebody to be honest, because it's been going on for too long, it's time for somebody to be honest. If they are being honest about the whole situation, they saw what was going on, they heard what. Listen, I told you last year, from the start to the finish, I told you, and I already told people what was going on. And I told you, believe what you choose to believe. That's what I told you, because I was tired of explaining stuff to people, and I was tired of explaining stuff to you. We got to go back. Listen, man, don't do this. Stop coming. Oh, I'm gonna do all right. And then boom, here we go. Oh, I'm gonna do all right. I ain't gonna do that no more. Boom, here we go. You stop for 2 days. Here we go. We back on it again. I understand what you're saying. I'm gonna just focus on this. Boom, here we go again. You had people trying to be your big sister. You had somebody calling you their little brother, and you kept the mess going. And then you got the nerve to come after the people that sit there and, I mean, break up relationships so that they can try to protect you. These are the very people that you come after. What producer, what filmmaker, what person that is in the entertainment business do you think is going to watch either one of your channels and say, look, hey, we need that guy. Let's work with this guy? Really? That's not how this works. They're going to run. And they're going to tell other people not to mess with you. And then that person going to tell somebody else not to mess with you. And so on and so on. And you did that yourself. That's it. So all I'm saying, y'all do whatever. You do whatever you need to do. But at some point, bruh, you need to decide to do the right thing. And I don't usually tell people what to do. But I know that you know better. You need to do the right thing. Cut this foolishness out. What good does it profit you to gain a few views and lose your soul? Because you're going to be held accountable for all this mess at the end. When all this case stuff gone, dead and gone, you're going to be held accountable for this stuff. And some of these same people that you stepped on, you're going to need them. The same way that you need this woman now because you're sitting in their car, you're going to need these same people that you're doing all this stuff to. And for the people that are dealing with you now, if they haven't had a chance to get put on your bad side, because I'm pretty sure that I never expected for Sylvia to be on your bad side. So for me to see that happen, I'm like, oh, so this joker done lost his mind for real. You need to do a self-evaluation because it's not everybody else. Everybody that has dealt with you from the beginning is gone. They backed away from you. Some quicker than the others, but they are gone. And you made them out to be the bad guy. Anybody with common sense knows that 30, 40 people, all of them ain't lying. All of them are not lying. And if they really want to know what's going on, all they got to do is watch. Because you say something about this person on here after you done stood strong for them, and then when you get mad, you go back and you say that you were lying. Like, you go back and you rebuke your own words. Like, but you said that it was. Do you know how much energy it takes to do all this? You know how much energy it takes to keep up with all these lies? I sat there and looked at you on the screen. I couldn't listen to your voice, Lord knows. But I sat there and watched you on the screen one day, and I saw the pain all over your face. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. When this last group of people walked away from you, and you sat there, I saw it. The same pain I saw when somebody sent me that video of you sitting in that car, and you were waiting to see if those people were going to come and get that car. I saw it. Yeah, I did. You're going to keep feeling that. That feeling is going to continue as long as you keep doing people the way that you're doing it. As long as you keep doing people dirty, this stuff is going to keep happening. As long as you keep threatening people. Miss Spencer, all this is below. All this is below your pay level. Don't take much. It's not even about me telling anybody how I feel. My thing is, we have to hold our people accountable. That's what I'm saying. If I never had any dealings with them, it wouldn't matter. But see, what people are forgetting is that I did. And I know that a lot of this stuff is a front. It's an act. Hey, Miss D, how you doing? That's another one. Miss D was loyal to a fault. Loyal to a fault. And that's what I'm saying. You can't keep doing people any kind of way and think that you are going to be blessed. That's not how this works. That is not how this works. I see you want something that T. Stevens got. Are you talking about this person got this or this person got that? Instead of you worrying about what people got. Put something else in there so I can see if it's coming up. And it's still no drama. My life is always going to be no drama. Believe that. But when it's time to tell the truth, then it's time to tell the truth. That's it. Other people, they can go out and they can do all this crazy stuff. They don't care about their reputation. They don't have anything to lose. So they'll go around and they'll do all this crazy stuff. I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people. And I'm not going to sit on here and act the plum fool to try to get somebody to like my video. That'll never happen. Now, I cut up with you all day. But me just coming on here being belligerent and acting ignorant is one thing I'm not going to do. You couldn't pay me to do it. This is the reason that whenever I talk to you, I make sure when I'm talking to y'all, I want to make sure that you feel like I'm looking you dead in your face. Because I am. This is how I communicate. This is how I deal with people. These people have already said that you were making terroristic threats, and you're still not getting it. You're still not getting it. I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know. Adrena, I don't know what that situation is, but once again, I'm a counselor and I'm a life coach. I don't do bull. And when something is going on, especially something that involves me, and I'm hearing a recording that is lying on me, when the law has told you to keep my name out your mouth, don't have no dealings with me at all, and I have legal paperwork telling you not to F with me, then yes, I'm going to say something. And I'm saying something so that law enforcement will know further that I further told him to keep my name out his mouth and to not address me. And I am letting them know, I am letting them see that he has violated that order. So I don't know how you feel. Okay. I don't know how people feel. I do stuff decent and in order. Decent and in order. That's it. That is it. So you can like me, hate me. All I can tell you, y'all listen to these same recordings. I think Spitting Fire said it. Listen to these same recordings. Unique thoughts, exactly. I've already been in law enforcement. There's a order of protection. That's what I'm telling y'all. That's what I'm telling you. Now, he sat here and told y'all for months that he did not receive a cease and desist. But y'all hear this stuff on this recording where he's admitting it. He's admitting that I did go to, remember, he told y'all I didn't go to the police department. I faked y'all out. I gave y'all the old fake. You know what I'm saying? The 52 fake. I ain't 52 fake nobody. I was downtown Atlanta at the 5th precinct. Don't get it twisted. You think I drove to Atlanta for nothing? But me being the person that I'm being, because his actions get tied to somebody else's actions, I try to give him a pass. As long as nothing else happens, we're going to let it ride. But you couldn't let it ride. Yeah, he's saying he got it now. And that's what I'm telling you. I don't have to lie to nobody. I don't have to lie. There's no reason. Yeah, y'all were on live with me when I went. You absolutely were. You absolutely were. For every hour that I drove there, y'all were there. Every hour. And then turned around and said, oh, well, I did get some paperwork, but it came from my sister and said that my sister was an attorney in Georgia, remember? Lied and said my sister was an attorney in Georgia. And I told y'all my sister was a nurse practitioner. Y'all met her on here, and she told y'all she was a nurse practitioner. How much is it going to take for y'all to get it? How much? So this is my thing. We sat here. I had one of my viewers call me because she was so upset that he tried to get her to go around saying that I slept with Shabazz. Where they do that at? And she's telling him, no, I'm not saying that. No, I don't believe that. I'm not going to say that. And it bothers you that somebody won't go and participate in the lie that you were trying to make up. Well, Shabazz paid for her food and nobody's stuff if they ain't getting something. So what did you give them? That's all I'm asking. But people sitting up there and they just going right along with it. Right along with it. Knowing the stuff is a lie. Knowing that it is a lie. Right, Miss D. But we've seen that from the beginning. We've seen it from the beginning down to the phone call saying, I beat up Daryl, and we like, that was a lie. Daryl slapped Nicole. It was like lies from the beginning. Dr. Rogers wasn't supposed to go. She's such and such. One thing, I was not going. That's the thing. I was requested. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. I was requested. And I said a couple times that I wasn't going. Now, if you want to put it out there, let's put it out there. That's the truth. My presence was requested. So let's not. Let's not. Anytime that I've gone somewhere, my presence was requested. Those are facts. I remember, Miss D. I remember. I remember him trying to get you to say that you lied and say that he didn't do such and such, not knowing that he was on the recording saying whatever he said, and Daryl had already heard the recording, and it was just a bunch of mess. It was a bunch of mess. It was a bunch of mess. And before people come and tell y'all the truth, like, it has to get pushed to a level that's so extreme before people finally come out and say, look, this is what's going on. They let it go for a long time, still trying to protect, still trying to protect. This was everybody, still trying to protect, still trying to protect. And then it gets to the point where you can't take no more. And you don't have a choice but to say something. And a lot of stuff, well, so I ain't going to use nobody's name, so I'm going to say John. Well, John said y'all can't talk to this person. John said this got to be taken down. John said this. John said that. Talk to John. John said he ain't say none of that. Like, where they do that at? Where? Where? You get a message from John telling you to calm down, leave his people alone. So I want to know what kind of relationship that you are claiming, that you're going against what he's asking you to do. How much sense does that make? I know you did, Miss D. When you started crying on that phone, I knew. And I told him. That I believed you. I told him. But that's further proof that I'm telling y'all that he used me as an advisor. That's why my name got put in the group. In the group where they were told that I was an advisor. I didn't volunteer for that. I didn't say I was going to do that. That's what they were told. That's it. So when my name come popping up on the list, oh, she part of such and such. No, somebody put my name in there. I was the person that you come to when you want advice because you feel like you might have messed up something and you need somebody to fix it. That was me. That's that crisis management that I do. That's the reason why me and Daryl got along, because we do the same thing. Let me not, I don't do it on the level that he does it, but that's where our relationship came in at. But he said I messed with him too. I forgot about that. So there are a lot of variables in all this, but this is why I need y'all to understand. This is why I stepped away. This is why I stepped away. Hey, trial and error. This is exactly why I stepped away. Because it was too much. It was too much. And I have never, ever in my life been a person that does drama. I don't hang with people that do drama at all. I steer clear of people that do drama. Last year, I knew that you needed money last year, and I even went as far as to offer you money to stop messing with people. I offered you money to keep my name out your mouth. Remember that? For a week. You knew you needed that money. YouTube give you money every month. I was about to hand you $250 that day. The amen corner was too loud. The amen corner was too loud. So that was another blessing you missed out on. That was another blessing. But you see, I'm coming on here. Do I look stressed? I'm not. I'm all rested up, you know, sitting in my car, running out my gas, letting the sun come through. Spitting fire, I got you. Just say the word. Just say the word. Just say the word. You have done enough to everybody. It's time to stop playing victim, because anytime somebody has come back at you, it has been the result of something that you did to them. And I hear you constantly saying, I only retaliate. I only come at people that did something for me. No, that is an absolute lie. That's one of the biggest lies that you have ever told. One of the biggest lies that you have ever told. Like I said, you started out being a front runner. If you could have kept things on the straight and narrow and not let a little piece of change and all this attention get to your head, then a lot more progress could have been made. Shoot, not a lot more progress, period, could have been made. If you weren't all about trying to make everything about you. When those women were out there putting in that work, instead of you coming on board trying to act like you came up with something, they graciously welcomed you in. You should have played your role instead of sitting up there trying to create chaos to break them up so that you could fall into a leadership position. That's not how leaders are made. That's not how leaders are made. No. Mm-mm. Could have kept it going. Could have kept it going. Focusing on all these other people that don't have anything to do with what the fight, your fight, is supposed to be about. When's the last time you took up for your boy? I'm saying, when's the last time you took up for him? I mean, that's who you're supposed to be fighting for. Um, you know, refocus. Refocus. I know I've had to tell you to refocus at least 10, 15 times. Like, refocus. Every time you start going off to the wayside, dude, don't worry about that. Refocus. Dude, stop doing that. Refocus. Dude, da-da-da, refocus. Dude, da-da-da, refocus. I mean, it was even a hashtag. I don't know if it was refocus or rewind or regroup. I don't know. If y'all were here, y'all remember. restart. That was from me advising. Chill out. Stop getting into arguments with people. Stop creating beef where there is no beef. I'm going to say, again, this is no shot toward him or anybody else. Anything that I have said on here, I have said. Most of it I have said. I've said it directly to him. Directly. So my thing is, sometimes you have to force people to do better. If you don't do better or force them to do better, and you keep condoning what they're doing, they're going to keep doing it. As long as you keep paying for it, they're going to keep doing it. Right. Because that's no longer the focus. It's all about people getting money and who got this money and who got that money and who taking up money over here. Let me tell you something about money. People that talk about money all the time, the only people that talk about money all the time is people that don't have it. They have a desire to have it, but they don't have it. That's why people talk about money all the time. Anybody with some sense knows that money comes and money goes. And when you get something, you accept it for the blessing that it is, and you keep on pushing. But all this talk about money, that just lets people know that you're not used to having something. That's what it means. You're not used to it. That's it. Just saying. If you're not used to having something nice, and we're not talking about having something expensive, we're just talking about having something nice, then you have to go and you got to show everybody. Here's the truth. If you stop lying on people, stop lying on situations, just stop lying. If you stop doing people dirty, let me tap my nose before they be sitting here talking trash again. If you stop doing people dirty, if you start treating people the way that you want to be treated, if you start acting like the person that you know you're supposed to be because you have been taught that. See, they don't know that I done talked to you the times that you were sitting up in there and you had rehearsal or you sitting up in there playing the drums in the church for all these people. See, they don't know that because they ain't the part that you put out there. I know. Just like the people that know you know. You better get it right. I'm telling you, you better get it right. You don't know what kind of stuff might be in store for you. As long as you come around here and doing mess, when you know better, it's one thing when you don't know better. But when you know better and you sitting up here playing these games, not a good thing. Not a good thing. There, I got my umbrella caught up in here. It's not a good thing. And again, no good will prosper from it. It's not a good thing. Hopefully this thing doesn't sound like a robot. But I'm going to be honest with y'all. I talked to some folks, not even intentionally. They reached out to me because they didn't like what was going on. I believe that deep down, bruh has a good heart. Because from some of the things that I was told, I can't believe he would do that. He don't do this and he don't do that. People just shocked. Now we know he lied now. He definitely lied, but he don't do this. He ain't. So I do believe that somewhere amidst all of the confusion and mayhem, I believe that there's some good in there. I refuse not to believe that. At some point, can y'all hear me? Can y'all still hear me? Okay. Okay. At some point, you're gonna have to make a decision to do the right thing, because God only gonna let you play with him for so long, and that's true. I saw you wanting to do the little gospel and hallelujah thing yesterday. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Well, I guess that didn't matter because the other stuff came later. You're gonna learn. You stay away from me, I stay away from you, as I have been doing. That's not going to change what's going on with law enforcement because that's a done deal. That's not going to change. I'm not stepping back from that. But as far as the stuff that's going on in these streets, eh? Let me take one of these things out so I can hear. Michelle, I'm in Macy's. What you want, girl? How you doing? Parents that he shows the patterns of behavior suspect in mental history. Yeah. And that's one of the main reasons I try to cut him a break. I try to cut him some slack. But mm, don't know. All I'm saying is do the right thing. It won't cost you anything. Just do the right thing. I got to take something back to the store. I absolutely hate taking stuff back to the store. What you want? What you want? I got the young guys got a business going on in here. Um, so y'all bear with me. I'm gonna take this little stuff back, and then I got more. I always take something. I don't know what's gonna happen with them with the vehicle and all that stuff. I mean, hopefully, they'll get that stuff worked out.
love getting prices that are lower than low on food that's fresher than fresh?
Okay.
And do you have that card?
I do.
All right, go right ahead and insert it. With schools like the Kroger app, where you can find personalized coupons on top of weekly sales, giving you prices that are lower than the everyday low. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Protect your loved ones from the flu this season by making a flu shot appointment for yourself and the people you care about most at Kroger.com/flu. Your people are our people.
With tons of delicious nachos loaded with your favorite toppings, Taco Bell's Nacho Party Pack always ready for fun. Game day is now. Game day with nachos. Turn that Monday book club into.
Thank you, ma'am. You too. Thank you.
Watching reality shows with your roommates is just reality.
Yeah, I didn't get that, and I just watched that because it's sad. Because in all honesty, if you know anything about the situation, like she had his back, just like Miss Dina was talking about having his back. She had his back, for real. She had his back. So that was just sad. And the way that he was sitting around looking all sad, I'm pretty sure she felt the same way. But then when somebody's doing you wrong, I mean, you can only hold on to that so much. It only hurts so much. Then it's like, whatever. You just have to be careful and mindful about how you treat people. Because when that thing come back on you, my. Crucial. It's crucial. How you doing? Yeah. Spitting fire, you know what? The only thing is, people just gonna have to learn. They're gonna have to learn the same way that we had to learn. Like, that's it. Gotta learn. Some folks don't believe that fire burns until they get burned by it. What's going on, Lisa? Lisa is my co-conspirator. She is my co-conspirator. Yeah. He did. And if he has to acknowledge why he lost those people, and that's what he's refusing to do. Oh, Lisa, nothing, girl. You know, me and you had just, dang, we done did so much. I don't know what the first thing was. Me and you got Kip to stop dealing with old dudes. I don't know how we do that with them being brothers and all, and coming up together. And I don't know when we supposedly talked to Kip, but whatever. And I'm buying people's medicine, and because I'm buying their medicine, they feel obligated to me now, and just that stuff. That's it. Same old, same old. And we were trying our best to get him locked up, filing reports. Well, that part is true. Yeah, that part is true. True story. Yep. When you threatened me last year, yeah. Yeah. God's sister, Lisa. God's sister.
Said she felt obligated to me and would do whatever, was doing whatever I want her to do because I was paying for her medicine. Which I would. Y'all stand by. Let me get my directions in here. All right. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But to be clear, I need to make this clear that if I was asked to do it, if she or somebody else needed it, let me be clear, if she needed it, or if somebody else needed it and they came to me for it, then I would do it. Yeah. So no surprise in that. I sure would. Um, Mr. Nix was told not to effing write him anymore. Don't come up there any effing more. You know. Oh my. I don't know if people believe it. It was just a recording or something that was played yesterday, and somebody sent me the link to it, and it was Rogers and 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 Rogers. One more time, y'all. You're gonna buffer for a minute. And Lisa and Rogers and Rogers and Lisa and Rogers, and they did this and they did that, and I'm like, I still. Anywho, I said I'm not trying to bash him. I just want him to tell the truth. That's all. He did admit on the recording that he did get a cease and desist, which he had been lying to people about. So I can appreciate that. But yeah, I had told them, since we have Lisa on here, when I say I backed away, I backed away. I had even spoken with them about just staying off the social media stuff and just taking care of stuff as a family and not getting people involved to cut some of the confusion down. So when I tell you that I'm not a threat, I'm not a threat. I'm not a threat. I promise you. They're not a threat. People just trying to live their lives. So anybody that want to get credit for whatever, then you have at it. You know, just have at it. That's it. So this is where all the exposure stuff, even down to the young lady that used to be on his channel, and you know her son and all that stuff was put out there, and um like all that stuff. I don't know who is willing to again risk their livelihood and stuff to be putting all this stuff out here. And I'm a little late coming to the party on stuff, but I saw a video and I saw her popping up here, and I know what that ride is. I know what it is when you are not playing anymore. You are tired of the games. I know what that is. Let me wipe this off for a minute. That I do know. Been there. Been there. And again, people are pushing stuff and saying stuff, and a friend would say, yeah, you went too far on that one. You shouldn't have did that. A friend would have stopped it before. But hey, God is in control. Hey, how you doing? But these are the things that I'm talking about. If this stuff right here is not of you, you can't say that somebody made you do something. Mm-mm. Nobody made you do anything. These are personal choices that are being made out here. And the consequences are going to be personal as well. So it is what it is. It is what it is. And the sad part about this right here, and people are not going to like this, and I'm going to watch it just this quick because I know what it is. I'm sitting up in here and I'm giving you a straight inspirational message, not addressing any of the BS. We got maybe 40, 50. I'm sitting in here addressing some of this mess today, not to get anything started, but because I believe it's important for people to tell the truth. And you get a full house, standing room only, which further goes and further contributes to the idea and the fact that people like drama and people are looking for something to take back. And I'm sure people are screen recording. And you don't have to screen record because this isn't coming down, I promise you. Just like the other one didn't come down. It has to stay up there. It's documentation, so you don't have to screen record. I'm going to put out another plea today because I don't have any hate towards anybody. I don't care what anybody says about me. You don't know me. Even if you did know me, you said what you said. If it's a lie and I feel like addressing it, then I'll go ahead and address it. If I don't, then I won't. Hey, Miss January, how you doing? All you have to do is tell the truth. The people that follow you, they're going to follow you regardless. You should know that by now. So all you got to do is tell the truth. Nothing needs to be made up. Nothing. Nothing needs to be made up. No extra razzle dazzle has to be thrown on anything. Just tell the truth. That's it. You'd be surprised how far it takes you. Just tell the truth. You can be at peace. I'm telling you, boy, ain't nothing like that peace, boy. It feels good. Tastes good, too. That peace is everything. Not having to go back and remember what you said. Wait a minute, did I say this? Did I say this? You don't have to do that because when you tell the truth from the beginning, you don't have to go around trying to remember stuff. It is what it is. That's it. And if people rock with you, if they support you the way that they say they do, then they're going to support you in trying to do the right thing. And if they don't support you, then they were never for you in the first place. Those are facts. If they got a problem with you trying to do the right thing, then they never supported you in the first place. When you do the right thing, you'll be surprised at how that stuff just, you don't even have to look for it. You don't have to ask for it. It's just thrown at you. Like you got to dodge it. The blessings start coming so hard. You got to, y'all know I tell you about that matrix. You got to get matrix on it for a minute because so many blessings are being thrown at you. That's something some people may never experience. You know? That's sad. Hold on, y'all. This thing done changed my whole route. I had to check it out. I don't know. Honestly, I feel bad in a way because I'm like, you can't be happy, like being miserable every day and having to come up with all this stuff every day. You can't be. And then to see everybody else sitting around being happy, getting along, laughing, joking, kikiing and cacaing, you know, that can't be a good feeling, you know. Me, yes, yes. Forever pounding, forever pounding. Thank you for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, yes. Princess Diana, how you doing? So this is my thing. I remember being on live with you the whole ride down there. Yeah, yeah. Y'all have no idea. Like, yeah, yeah. Um, I, I hope something really touches, like deep down, like for real, deep down, so that he'll see what he's doing, not just to himself, but to other people too. To other people too. I'm praying for that moment of epiphany. That's what I'm praying for. I'm praying for that moment of epiphany. I'm pretty sure, like I said, I'm not speaking ill of him. Everything I said was true. Everything I said, I can. I don't wish. I don't wish any evil on him. I don't wish anything bad on him. But I pray that he sees the error in his ways. I hope that he sees the error in his ways before it's too late. That's just being real. Only God knows what's going on. So that's something that I guess, you know. Oh, no, you didn't put who that in the chat. Hold on. It just got real up in here. It just got real. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I know we ain't got no saints up in here. We all sinners. I know we ain't got no saints up in here. Yeah. I hope you can turn it around. That's just where I'm at, y'all. That's where I'm at. And we're just going to have to go from there. We're going to have to go from there. But that's why I tell just be careful about being all excited about, you know, exposing people. You got to be careful about trying to expose people. Unless your house is completely clean. And when you're giving out certain information, you better know what you're giving out. You better know what you're giving out. You better know what you're giving out, because this stuff is not a game. It is not a game. But anywho, I've done what I needed to do. I had to take that stuff back to the store. I wanted to come and talk to y'all a little bit, try to catch y'all before the streets, you know, get too busy, because they get busy fast. And just to let y'all know, see, I give people credit where credit is due. If I can catch you telling some truth, I give you credit for that. Hey, Cassandra, how you doing? Hey, I can give you some credit for that. If I hear you telling some truth, I give you some credit. But I'm going to give you credit for them lies, too. You got to take it all. You can't pick and choose. I'm going to give you credit for all of it. All of it. So nobody feels like they are obligated to me because I paid for anything for them. Y'all know, just like I paid for the interview for Greenberg. Y'all remember that? That I paid the radio station to interview Greenberg or something. You know, the Greenberg that I was sleeping with. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But that's neither here nor there. Oh, you got money, money. You got money, money. Y'all just recognize the stuff for what it is. You know, somebody's telling the truth, then God bless them. If they lying, God bless them too. But call them out on that mess. Call them out on that mess. It's time for some truth. It is definitely time for some truth. I done got Jesus. I got 10,000. I don't know. I don't know if I got 5,000 or 10,000. He either gave me 5 or 10,000. It was one of them. He must have wrote me a bad check because I ain't seen that money yet. But yeah, 5,000 to 10,000, and champagne wishes and caviar drinks. 10 million. Oh, I for darn sure missed that. If I had 10 million, I'd go buy a bro car my darn self. I sure would. I'd go buy it and just give it to him. That's it. I would. That's the God in me. You digging me? Just all you gotta do is drop that cash out. Drop that cash out. I give, I give it to you when I get it. I give it to you when I get it. Cause I've been darn sure I hadn't seen it. But folks around here just got money. Like they big ball. They big balling, shot calling. I'm hanging with the wrong folks. Hey, having that glass mark on my face. I'm hanging with the wrong folks. So, anywho, dude, you watching? I don't know. You might have went and did your own live. Thank you, Miss Cassandra. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I don't have any hard feelings. Um, but as long as I continue to hear my name, hear my voice, especially my voice, um, then we're going to keep adding supplements to those police reports. And I'm not going to feel bad. I'm not, because you've been warned. And I have been overly patient, and that's real. Because I wouldn't let anybody else get out no BS like that. So, we're just going to go through. Maybe God will touch you and put you in the right mind for you to let stuff go and stop creating fires. Maybe he'll do that soon. Maybe. Y'all know y'all start dropping cash apps up in here. I'm the giver. I am the giver. I go back after this chat and I hit cash app up. But no problem. So this is going to keep me from doing my full live. This is definitely a full live. This has been a 2-hour live. Didn't know it was going to be this long. Um, but it is, and it has been. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, those of you who were swayed at the beginning and thinking that there were all these bad guys out there and all these people were doing all these things go ahead and get off here. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you haven't hit that like button, please do so. I would appreciate it. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I can assure you, I can't speak for nobody else, but I can assure you. Okay, yeah, I'm in my hood and it's horrible. Okay, so let me just say, y'all have a good evening. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. What I was telling you is you do not have to worry about this one right here telling you a lie. Because I'd rather just not deal with you and not come on here before I have to lie to you. And that's real. So, with that being said, I wish you guys a good evening. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening and enjoy the lives that are here to come. Thank y'all for tuning in. Bye.